What's up, Bernie Sivan here? Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into House. This is episode number 11 of season number 1 called Detox. Hopefully it's a great episode. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Patreon if you want the full uncut, unedited reactions. If you do, if you don't, it's okay. Episodes here whenever they show up. So last episode was the one with the homeless woman who Foreman kind of made a connection to. I think she turned out she had cancer. Her story was very sad. I really liked last episode. Her story was sad, where family died. She was a driver, and she kind of just went down this really dark place. And we got to learn a little bit about Foreman and how he kind of reacted to everything and stuff, because he wanted to throw her out right away, and then Wilson got involved, which is interesting. So we're gonna find out what happens in this one. Hopefully it's a great episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. We are stealing. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, yep. Slow down. Slow down. Go to a hospital.
Wow, that's shocking. Let me talk to shipping.
For the last 3 weeks, jackass.
Your hospital doesn't have my pain medication.
Shipping says it's going to be an hour.
If you can't wait 1 hour
Kid's
to
got hemolytic anemia.
Kid? How old?
She must have inherited it. She's gonna die. My condolences.
It wasn't
Jesus.
inherited. The problem's outside the red blood cells.
Ooh, I wonder if Cuddy's gonna notice that he's addicted to it. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Because he's clearly addicted to this shit.
The chicks dig this.
How did he get that injury again? I
It's
can't
not just your
remember.
leg. You want to get high. No, you can't. If you're just getting off pain medication, it will hurt, but you won't be having a great time, but you'll make it. If you're detoxing, you'll have chills, nausea. Your pain will magnify 5, 10 times. You won't make it.
It's called
Well,
detox
I guess
because
we'll never know.
he's gonna get off
I'll
the
give you a
pill.
week off clinic duty if you can go a week without him.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Everything she said he's gonna have, he's gonna have.
Cocaine and meth are very hard on the 95% of patients with lupus have positive ANA.
Not clowny. Negative.
What about bruising?
Which eye?
Oh,
This one. What's happening? It's all right. Just
what is
look
it?
down for me.
It's clear. There's nothing in it.
No, it's
Getting
blurred.
worse.
Is it fuzzy or?
No, it's dark.
Oh my god, he's blind.
I can't see.
It's not lupus.
This is true. But why are you the one saying it? What are you doing here? I thought we ruled out cancer.
I was lonely.
Well, go see Cuddy. She needs a friend.
He's watching him.
Funny, she said you.
They're like, what's happening?
He
Yeah.
hasn't had Vicodin in over a day.
Does your leg hurt?
You ever
A
been
bit.
shot?
It's gonna be side effects. Insomnia.
Some
Is that
pain
whether
in 30
whenever
days
we
of
show him, it's
freedom.
kind of blurry? You guys don't notice that? Look at when
I'm
they.
the only one who's
Look
concerned
at the camera
about a
that's on
dying
him.
kid.
It's blurry.
It's not lupus. What else?
That could just be
Most
that
likely
camera.
candidate.
Girl.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What happened?
It's an infection in his
Who's
heart.
who's a random girl that's just.
Echocardiogram.
She's a real masseuse.
She's $500 an hour minimum.
She's hot, so she's a hooker? What kind of pathetic logic is that?
The envious J.
Jeez. Oh, this is no! Don't make that face. What are you doing? That's not. How are you doing?
God. It's very creative. Why didn't you mention this before?
I didn't think of it before.
You should have.
Nah, good job or anything. Interesting. So he's like a full-fledged addict. Oh God, I could never, bro. Oh God, what the? Oh shit. What the,
going to hurt.
bro,
His
come.
liver is shutting down.
What? What does that mean?
Means he's all better. He's ready to go home.
What?
What do you think it means?
Dying.
He can't live without a liver. He's dying.
If we sent him home every time he did that, we wouldn't need this office.
He's in pain.
What does the man have to do to piss you off?
He's been without pain relief for over 70 hours.
Exactly. He's detoxing. Can't you see he's out of his mind?
That's what
He doesn't think is the problem.
I don't want to lie to him.
Then don't.
And get fired?
Not like he's gonna fire you. He loves you.
I've got to do something. Kid needs treatment.
He knows what he's doing.
Ooh, fuck. House will fire you. He will get so mad. To prove a point, he might just let you go. Oh my God, look at the sweating. What are you doing with that? Oh, he's detoxing and he's in pain.
Your son has lupus.
I think it's broken.
Why'd you do that?
Accidentally closed the car door on it.
He smashed.
Hurts like hell.
But your leg doesn't now.
Yeah, I feel much better.
Interesting.
Don't split it.
Ouch.
Hey? What?
What's wrong?
Ouch.
What's happening?
Get off.
Keith?
What the fuck?
Stop the chase. Where does
He's
it hurt?
hallucinating.
Jules, no!
He's hallucinating.
Jules? Who's Jules?
We haven't started medicine.
We're in the hospital.
Hey,
There's
Keith.
nothing on you.
Who's Jules?
Let's get you up.
It's blood. Is it blood?
He's had a major bleed. Red blood per rectum.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
He's going into hypovolemic shock.
What
Pressure
the
60,
fuck is
heart rate's
happening with
140.
this case? I feel like Foreman's gonna sneak some pills in for him. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Bro, this is bad, dude. You are suffering. He's gonna do it. He can't not do it.
Lupus is normally treated with medication.
We didn't see it though, so I don't know.
But in Keith's case, the disease is too advanced.
Because you lied.
Fuck.
Cat allergy.
But it's not lupus.
What is it?
Where is Jules?
Buried somewhere, probably? Oh my God, really, dude? We're digging up.
College, 4 at med school, 2 years residency, another 4.
He's actually experimenting on the cat. This episode's nuts, but it's like really good. The kid caught a cat disease? How? We got the.
Out of the way.
Wait, we got the
We have
liver.
the liver. Prep OR4.
Wait. But if it's not the liver and we do this, we're gonna waste the liver, right? We're gonna waste a perfectly good what the fuck liver. Because we're gonna put a new one. What the hell is that? It's black. Ugh. What is that?
Based on what?
The autopsy I just conducted on his pet cat.
Call Cuddy and security.
Feeling a little sick lately.
Oh no. This is all contaminated now. They can't even do it.
There's no way we can do this surgery now.
No shit.
You
What?
We're doing this transplant.
No, you're not.
You said it. If Keith's symptoms had an environmental cause, they would have disappeared as soon as he got here.
They've only gotten worse.
Getting away from his dad's meatloaf is what's killing him.
You want to explain to me why you stopped the surgery?
Oh, you're about to get punched.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Figured that was gonna happen, bro.
I want him locked up!
Hey!
Yes.
You lie to me. You mess up my son's surgery, and now you expect me to trust you?
Give me 24 hours. We'll pump your son full of cap. You'll be killing a mother of 4.
Father of 3.
I was guessing.
Like you are now.
Wait, so does the kid
You should trust Dr. House.
the kid's gonna die anyway? Oh, the kid just has to get better. Like he just has to eat, right? Which is crazy to think that that's what it was. This show has so much medical stuff that it's like, what?
To the other guy.
Oh my God.
It means you made the right call. His liver's healing. He's gonna be just fine.
Made it a week.
And won my prize.
Did he?
Congratulations.
He looks way better now.
Sucker. I would have done it for 2 weeks off.
Yeah, it was a piece of cake. You learn
No.
anything?
Did he cheat?
Yeah. I'm an addict. I said I
You're
was an
not.
addict. I didn't say I had a problem. I pay my bills. I make my meals. I function.
Okay.
Is that all you want?
You have what it all means.
No, I was there. You are not just a regular guy who's getting older. You've changed. You're miserable, and you're afraid to face yourself.
Of course I changed!
Nothing's the pills. They haven't done a thing to you.
They let me do my job. And they take away my pain.
That's by far the best episode we've had. Like, to be honest, that was a great, great, great episode. I don't know what I would give it, to be honest. Damn, that was good. Like, I'm not sure if it's a 9. I don't know if episodes will get better than this, and makes me want to give it a 10. Because that episode hit everything I wanted to. It hit the what the fuck is happening, the intensity, the story with how I'm giving it a 10. Story with House and his addiction, the way that his what do you call Chase, Cameron, and Foreman? What do you call them? Like, what are they to House? His residents? I don't know. But the way they reacted, the way they kind of pushed back, the way that they saw him crumble. Foreman giving House the pills. Cameron, who's always been on his side. Even Foreman said, "What does he have to do for you to condemn him or whatever?" Like, that's one hell of an episode, man. One hell of an episode for me. I really, 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 really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. The case itself was interesting. The reactions to everybody. House's like Hugh Laurie, the guy that plays House, right? His acting and delivery on every crime or every diagnosis, diagnostics, whatever. Every time he came up with like a disease that he think it might be, and his reaction and he was meaner than he usually is. I just think it worked. I think it worked. I think it was really, really good. And that ending there kind of almost felt like he was high, which kind of made me in the moment think, is he just always high? Like, is House always high? That's interesting. Like, to think the House is just always high. That's something. Yeah, that was a great episode. I really like that. All right, let's break it down. We'll kind of go through it here. We'll figure some things out. We start off at the beginning. It kind of alludes to, oh, it's gonna be sex. No, we are gonna have a joyride in Daddy's car. Lou starts to cough. Actually, what would have happened if there was never a car accident? That would have been interesting, right? But, he's coughing up blood, distracts his girlfriend, gets hit by a car. Then we get like the main story of the episode, the main focus, which is what I love. The show doesn't do it that often, but that's the main thing I love, is getting to know the characters, our main people, right? So we get to see House, who needs his pills, but it's gonna take an hour. Cameron comes in with a weird case. House says it's not a weird case. We don't have to do anything with this case. Thinks it's a normal case. He needs his pills, and Cuddy sees it. Cuddy comes over, says it's gonna be an hour. At one point, he's trying to figure out what's wrong with the kid because he's fascinated by what's happening, and then he has to go get the pills. He goes get the pills. He tells that he sees how he is with it, and she makes a deal with him. Get off the pills for a week, and we will see. I'll give you a month off from the clinic. Because she thinks he's addicted to it, and he kept saying he's not. It became this whole fascinating thing for him where he is in denial about it, right? But he agrees to it, and he's gonna get off the pills. And then we meet the father. He doesn't like the girlfriend. At one point so we're doing all the tests, right? So everybody came up with what it could be. They tested for all of them. They were all wrong. Then at one point, we test for, because even Wilson was involved in this, right? At one point we see that the kid says he's going blind. A clot got in his eye, right? So his kid's gonna be permanently blind. There's no way to save him. House is slowly deteriorating. So I thought that this camera here, with the glow it was giving, I thought it was something to do with his addiction, but it was just the camera that they had. Then, while that's happening, we're coming up with different ideas. We're trying to figure things out. This is when we see the masseuse. Yeah, we see this very attractive masseuse in his room. And he's like, oh, is it my birthday or a present or something? He thinks the girl's a hooker, like joking about it. But, so Wilson knows, so we find out at the end, of course, that was Wilson's idea, Wilson's plan, because he wanted to see if his best friend was an addict, right? We wanted to see if he can figure it out. So he hired this masseuse to try to alleviate the pain, right? And figure things out for him. More testing here. House is kind of slowly deteriorating. He's not having the best of time, right? Everybody keeps giving different ideas. He says that the kid's getting permanently blind. House says forget about the eye. Chase comes up with an idea that actually saves the kid's eyesight in that eye, which is really, really cool for Chase. thumbs up for him. He's usually in, doesn't really get too much of the hero moments. I think it's this one, and then probably the one with the nun. You know, but this is the throwing up scene where he's throwing up, getting worse, trying to figure things out. They're arguing amongst themselves about how crazy House is. House overhears it. Cameron is saying that, you know, he's fine and you have to trust House. And Foreman's like, dude, no, he's losing it. He's nuts. Things are bad. They start saying it's lupus. He's saying it's not. It's hepatitis E or something. If he tests for one thing, it could ruin the other thing. It's a whole bunch of stuff, right? We're going back and forth. Cameron has to make a choice. She's loyal to House. And then House does something that I'm like, what the fuck? He bashes this heavy ass thing in his hand, right? Which I don't know if it took away the pain from his leg or took away the pain from his addiction, but took away the pain and gave him other pain. Cameron tells the father about everything. The father doesn't want to do it because she says that she doesn't think it's Hep E. It's a whole thing. See how bad Cuddy comes in, sees how bad he looks because Wilson's fixing his hand. Wilson knows exactly what House did. House had a whole thing about kind of, he knew that if he would give the father essentially no other ultimatum, like no other choice, that the kid would ultimately he have to do what House said, which he ended up proving right. He starts hallucinating about the cat, right? Why did he hallucinate about the cat? Literally, if the kid never hallucinates about this cat, House never goes to autopsy the cat, which then never, like, it's a whole thing, right? But the kid randomly hallucinated about the cat, which then House starts to put things together. He's like, Cameron legit here says that she believes House fucked up. It's a whole thing. Foreman doesn't want this kid to die. He wants to save his own ass, so he gives House the pills, and House is like tempted about it. While they're talking to the father about things, House comes up with this whole thing about the cat. An argument here. The dad wants to punch him, right? While this is happening, they're gonna put the kid on this liver transplant list. House is autopsying a cat. He finds something in it. You see him kind of shaking. Cameron sees it and she feels bad for him. And ultimately, he does the most fucked up thing. He walks in here, starts to cough and do all this stuff to make it so that the room isn't sanitary enough to do the surgery. And then we have this whole argument here where House doesn't want to do the liver because we're gonna get somebody killed if we do this. And then they're arguing with House in the hallway, and then the father comes up and punches House. It's a whole thing, right? Very intense. But ultimately, it's the termites. The termites are causing the kid to get something, which is causing the kid's body to essentially eat itself, ultimately not giving himself treatment. That's what happened. It's crazy. Ultimately, House is right. Then we got like the main story here where House admits that Wilson said, did you learn anything? And he said, yes, that I'm an addict. And Wilson's like, okay, we can get you treatment, we can get you help. And House is like, I'm an addict, but I don't have a problem. I can do my job, I pay my bills. It takes away the pain and lets me do my job. And Wilson's upset about it. House gets mad about it. And Wilson, we find out at the end that it was Wilson's idea. It kind of just ended there, and House is kind of like in this weird state where it almost feels like he's high. But yeah, that's the episode. Really liked it. Like I said, it's probably my favorite episode of the season. I mean, it's definitely my favorite episode of the season. And I'm gonna give it a 10 just because of all the character stuff that happened. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, picture for the full reaction. I'm gonna get out of here and I'll talk to you guys later.